Okay guys, so here's the tutorial to the Joker sandwich trick. Now if you haven't seen the original performance, click here, there's a link for it. And if you want this bicycle brand deck, also click here, there's going to be a link to buy it. Now also in the description if you want it. So here's what you need. You need the two Jokers, and the deck can really at first be shuffled by the spectator. So just let them shuffle it to their heart's content until they're satisfied. They can do any kind of shuffles like this, whatever they want, but just until they're satisfied. So let's say the spectator is satisfied here, and then they go in and pick any two cards, and it's important that they remember them. So I'm just going to use the same cards that we used last time, the Ace of Spades, there we go, and the Ace of Diamonds. So I would say just pick two cards that you're going to memorize, because if somebody forgets them, then the whole trick is ruined. So now all I do is I just control both cards to the top. So if you want to learn how to do this control, this card control right here, the triple undercut, there's going to be a link for it right here. You see I brought it to the top. Here we go. And then that's just a false shuffle because it's still at the top. I'll just explain it real quick. All you're doing is shuffling the deck while making sure you're keeping the Ace of Spades always on the top of it. And then you can shuffle it. Oops, that was bad. But anyway, do that. And then I cut the deck, leaving a pinky break above the Ace of Spades. So when I'm cutting it, you could do this. This is a swivel cut, so what you just taking a pack of cards, grabbing in this hand, get a pinky break above the Ace of Spades. That's the original top part. Right there, you see? So you have a pinky break. And then when you're putting the Ace of Diamonds in, just put it into that break and bring your pinky out. Now you're going to transfer the Ace of Diamonds to a thumb break by pushing down on the Ace of Diamonds. That'll create a natural opening in the card deck. And you just push in, and that'll allow you to get a thumb break over the Ace of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades. Okay? So once you're there, do another triple undercut, or whatever method you guys want to use to get these two cards to the top. Do another false riffle shuffle, again keeping the Ace of Spades and the Ace of Diamonds on top. And you're good to go. You now control both cards to the top. And so all you're going to do is, while you're showing the Jokers, okay, and you're showing them, all you're going to do is get a pinky break under the Ace of Diamonds. So a push-off pinky break is a good way to do it with just one hand. So all you're doing is pushing off the top card, and as you're pulling it back, you're going to put your pinky in there, so you can just lift it off easy. Okay? So you're showing these, and you're putting the Jokers on the deck, and in that split second, while you're putting the Jokers on, and you're lifting off the Ace of Diamonds. Now, you don't want the Jokers like this. I'm sorry if this is obvious to you guys, but you don't want the Jokers like this as you lift it off. You want to make sure the Jokers and the Ace of Diamonds are squared up so that nobody can see it. And then you take it off, so you're now at this position, okay? So you took all the cards from that break, and now you're gonna hold it in a biddle grip, which is the middle finger and the thumb on middle finger on top and the thumb on the bottom. Thumb off the first Joker, so you now have one Joker in this hand and the Joker and the Ace of Diamonds on the bottom in this hand, and put it on top of this Joker, making sure that it's out-jogged a little bit. Now from here you gotta be extra careful because you don't want to accidentally flash the Ace of Diamonds prematurely. So then you're holding it, and you want to get yourself into this grip with the two fingers on the back, and the one thumb on top of the Joker, the top Joker. So this is your setup right now. Okay, you start out like this after you took them off from the break, and you slide one off, put it on bottom, and hold it. Transfer it like that. So now when you're putting it in here, I'll do it without it. All you're doing in slow motion here is you're reaching in, and as you're pulling it out, you're sliding this Joker back to reveal this card. So look, fast, slow, I'll do it slow-mo again. So you're putting it in, and you put it in, and you slide it back as you're bringing it out. And that creates a really good illusion as you're thumbing up the deck. If you can't do this, just make a little break and then do it like that. Fast, it looks like this. I'll show you it fast. Like that. It actually creates a really good illusion that you pulled it out. Now you don't want to show this just yet because this is where the twist comes in. So you're showing these, you say, look, I got a card from the middle of the deck. And as you're doing that, you're going to get a pinky break under the ace of spades now, okay? So you have your pinky break under the ace of spades. You're going to square up all the stuff on top of the deck, lift everything off from the break. So now this is your position. You got a joker, then the ace of diamonds, then the other joker, and then the ace of spades, or whatever selections they have. And all you're going to do is you got to do this kind of fast so nobody notices. You're going to hold it in biddle grip, thumb off the joker, put it on top of the deck, turn it over, flash the ace of spades, and make it look like you took this ace of spades. That's the card that was in the middle. Thumb that off and put it down, and then take this joker and put it on top. You just put down the ace of diamonds because when you're showing the ace of spades, you're showing the bottom card of this 3-card packet. And then when you're thumbing off the top, you're thumbing off the ace of diamonds and setting the joker down with the ace of spades on the bottom, on top of the other joker. So here's a recap of that. So you're in this position once you lift it off from the break, okay? Like this. You slide off the first joker. You want to do this fast so nobody catches on because it's kind of weird. There's no setup like this. So you thumb off this joker, flash the ace of spades, and say this is the card I pulled out from the deck or something like that. Thumb off that top card, which is the ace of diamonds, put it down, and put this joker with a concealed ace of spades on top of the deck. Then you could just cut the joker in, or you can do a pass if you want. I don't do the pass because, well, you can do it. I didn't do it because it's really advanced and really hard for beginner magicians to do, but I don't want to do it right now, but you could basically just cut the deck, and all you're doing is cutting this joker and this joker on into this card, and this ace of spades in the middle. The magic's already done. You could thumb through it and take out these 3-card packet, show this ace of spades, and like, wait, didn't I put the ace of spades down originally? And then you show the ace of diamonds, and it is a real twist. But that's it for this tutorial, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want this card deck, there's a link in the description. Also, be sure to watch the previous performance of this if you haven't watched it already.